Hello, my dear one, my sweet thing, my soul sibling. How are you? It's a beautiful summer day back here on Peel Pond. It's hot, it's bright. I'm sitting in the shade with you, and I'm so grateful, so happy to be hanging out with you. You know, some spiritual teachers will say Earth is a school, and there are many, many, many souls, countless souls that would never think about embarking on this journey. And there's other countless souls that would do anything to get in here because there's such an opportunity for growth. And it's not an easy place to be. I think once we understand that, we can start to cultivate more compassion for ourselves and appreciation for what this is, for this human condition. So for our personal story and for all humans that are here, this is not an easy place to be. I think before we come here, we're flying, we're free. And then we say, yes, we're going to get into these bodies, this 3D world. And it's very dense. Energy moves really slow, and we've forgotten our connection. All of our pain comes from our perceived disconnection from God. But we said yes to this experience where we do have this reality of duality and disconnection. So again, I think this just deserves a lot of personal respect and personal compassion. And as we have it form within ourselves, we naturally experience it more for others. So as we come to Earth School, we start to accumulate karma. Say we make some choices that are based on fear rather than love. And then we have to come back and be on the receiving end of those choices. So we create karma for ourselves. And it can be painful because we don't remember what's happening. So I do this thing a lot of times where I drop things and it makes me so angry. I get so mad. My husband's like, wow, you are really clumsy. And I'm like, yes, I am. And I do feel like it's karmic. So a friend of mine said, Tammy, smile at your karma until it smiles back at you. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, okay. So I was making a cappuccino and I dropped the milk and it went everywhere. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna laugh about this because it is kind of funny. And then I did it a second time. So I smiled at my karma until it smiled back at me. And maybe I won't have to do it again because I met it with a smile rather than judgment. I think we struggle when we are either in resistance to what is or attachment to things being other than they are. If we can be in the present moment, make peace with the present moment with an open heart and a smile, not only do we clear karma, we align with our soul self and we can start to experience life more from that vibrational place of connection and alignment and love. I also love this quote that I've heard years ago. Anything that can be found in heaven can be found on earth. But I think we need to slow our energy down so that we can be more present, so that we can stay in that alignment with our soul. One of my spiritual teachers said to me, God is found in the subtleties. I didn't like that at the time because I wanted to live this big, bold, blown out life. But she was right. I didn't find God being busy. I didn't find God in those loud, noisy, blowed out places. I seem to sense God in the quietness of my own heart, in the sanctuary of my backyard and with my horses. But you know, here's the deal. God's available in every single second. I was in really bad traffic many years ago and I was really angry about it because it's frustrating. And there was a wreck and I was there for like a couple of hours and I was losing my mind. I was screaming and I was like, I have to get home so I can rest, so I can relax, so I can line up with God. And then I heard God's available in every moment. God's available in every second. God's available in this very millisecond. So I laughed and I took a deep breath and I chose to relax and allow God to love me. Just to pour down grace and love, affection and blessings, connection. And to marinate that in that right there in the traffic. You know, funny thing happened, very coincidental. The traffic started to move. I think what we resist persists. And as we can find more and more peace within ourselves, despite not peaceful things happening outside of ourselves, we start to align, we start to ascend, and our life can show up in a lot more grace-filled way. And we can experience more of those heaven on earth moments and days. At least that's been my personal experience. So I would love to hear from you. What are you resisting? What are you attached to? And Can you set the intention to experience more of God's love in every moment and every second? Because it's always, always, always there for you. And also, when things are challenging, have compassion for yourself. Have respect for yourself. Acknowledge yourself for saying yes to this human experience, and know that countless angels are celebrating you, and I'm celebrating you. I'm sending you blessings of gratitude, grace, ease, and of course, ever-expanding love. Let me know how you're doing. Private message me with your thoughts, your feelings, what's going on in your life. Is there something you want to talk about? Do you have a prayer request? How can I support you? And just know that you're my heart and my prayers. And again, I'm so, so, so grateful to be on this journey with you on this crazy, beautiful, insane, wonderful planet. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And I look forward to being in contact.